I was ready to end my husband's life. That's how broken he made me feel. But when my mother handed me a tiny packet of poison, everything changed. And the real twist: the poison wasn't for him, it was for me. If you've ever felt invisible in a relationship, unheard, unloved, disrespected, then you'll understand this story. Because it's not just about revenge, it's about transformation. By the end, you'll see why justice sometimes comes in the most unexpected form. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's dive in. My name is Claire. And for years, I thought I had married my soulmate. When I met James, he was charming, funny, full of life. But after we tied the knot, that charm faded like cheap paint in the rain. At first, it was small things. He'd ignore my opinions, roll his eyes when I shared ideas, make jokes at my expense in front of friends. I brushed it off as stress, or just marriage. But soon, it grew darker. James became cold, distant. Nights went by with barely a word between us. Other times, his words cut like knives. He'd criticize my cooking, my clothes, even how I laughed. I tried everything, being patient, being understanding, bending myself into knots just to keep the peace. But the more I tried, the worse it got. The man I loved was gone, replaced by someone who seemed to enjoy watching me shrink. One night, after he called me pathetic during another fight, I sat alone in the kitchen. My hands shook. My chest felt like it was collapsing. And for the first time, a terrifying thought crossed my mind. What if James was gone? What if I didn't have to live like this anymore? Asterisk. That thought followed me everywhere. In bed. In the shower. While I made his breakfast. Divorce felt like failure. Shame. And deep down, I knew he'd make me look like the villain. No. I wanted finality. I wanted him gone. So one evening, broken and desperate, I went to the only person I trusted, my mom. "Mom," I whispered, my voice trembling, "I can't take it anymore. I want to kill him. But I'm scared I'll get caught. Can you help me?" Asterisk. My mom didn't gasp. She didn't scold me. She just looked at me with quiet, tired eyes. "Yes," she said softly. "I can help you. But there's a catch. If you really want him dead, you can't let anyone suspect you. That means you'll have to make peace with him. You'll need to act kind, patient, attentive, loving, even. Only then, when he dies, no one will ever suspect it was you. Do you understand?" My heart pounded. But I nodded. "Yes, Mom. I can do it." She reached into a cupboard and pulled out a small paper packet, filled with white powder. "Every day," she said, handing it to me, "slip a little into his food. Slowly, he'll grow weaker. Slowly, he'll die." I gripped the packet with trembling hands. This was it. The plan. My revenge. The end of James. Asterisk. From that day, I changed. I cooked his favorite meals, sprinkling in the powder. But along with it, I forced myself to smile. To listen. To ask about his day. At first, it felt like torture, pretending I cared. But then, something happened. James softened. He started talking again. One night, he thanked me for dinner. Another day, he reached for my hand. Slowly, the man I had fallen in love with started reappearing. And the strangest part? I started changing too. My anger faded. My bitterness melted. I laughed again. For the first time in years, I remembered why I had loved him in the first place. 30 days passed. And when I looked at him, I didn't see a man I wanted dead anymore. I saw the husband I had begged God to give back to me. Asterisk. Shaking, I ran back to my mom. "Mom," I cried. "I don't want him to die anymore. He's changed. I love him again. Please, tell me, how do I stop the poison from working?" My mom looked at me with knowing eyes, and then she smiled. "Claire," she said, "what I gave you wasn't poison. It was flour. Harmless flour. James isn't dying. The only poison was inside you, your hatred, your resentment. When you chose to treat him with kindness, you changed him. But more importantly, you changed yourself." Her words hit me like lightning. I hadn't been killing him. I had been killing myself, slowly, with bitterness. And for the first time, I finally felt free. Asterisk. I didn't get the revenge I thought I wanted. I got something far better. I got my marriage back. I got myself back. And I learned that sometimes, the sweetest revenge isn't destroying someone else, it's destroying the darkness inside you before it consumes your life. Every one of us carries shadows. But when you choose love, patience, and kindness even when it feels impossible, you don't just transform the people around you. You transform yourself. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button. And tell me in the comments. Do you think people can truly change if we change how we treat them? Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful Reddit revenge stories. And remember, sometimes, the real revenge is healing.